Alright, we're just gonna dive right in. Hey, First Evil. How goes it? I'm gonna add a goal for today. Level 2 gold. Because we have a new strat that saves 12 seconds. I hope we'll get it at least once. And that also explains our ultimate goal now, which is sub 730. Our sum of best is 727. So compared to that, like it sounds like a lot. Can you finish the run by losing only 3 seconds of your best times during? No, I couldn't. But we have a new skip for level 2, which is very unlikely to happen, which means that we probably won't see a finished level 2 today. But if we do, it will probably be a gold, and it will be a gold by like 20, not 20, but 12 seconds. So I would like to see like where the sum of best segments goes down to. The current world record of 742 has a really bad foreign affairs with an extra death. It has a bad level 4 as well. It's slow, and I think there's a death there as well. So just not dying in those 2 levels already saves you like 6 seconds or something. Possibly more. I also have a new trick for level 3, which is getting another question mark. But I have to check if that works without having speed in that section. I have to be careful with the save states. Have to leave a save state at the first screen of level 3 before I pick up the question mark, because if I get a speed up, I can test the other strat, and if I don't, I can the other. Alright, let's start it. It's gonna be really hard for me not to pick up the question marks now that we've learned to skip them. There's a lot of stuff that we need to unlearn now. On the other hand, also, we're not gonna go for any difficult strats if there is a choice between. Okay, I think we're gonna go from above. That's like the first reset spot, because we need a speed up from this one. And obviously if you don't get it, it's a reset. And this is how fun it will be. Okay, got the speed up. Whoop. Jump can be earlier than what we've learned to do it. That, however, is a little bit different. Yeah, a lot of muscle memory changes. I think I want to kill this. It's a little bit faster, but we lose. Ooh, you have to wait there for a moment. I actually should practice that. Life. Well, life is pretty good. Speed would be better, of course. I think last time we got speed, at least from some of these 2 question marks, because we were able to continue with a speed up. Usually I jump over that guy. A little bit slower, but it saves you the lightning shot. Whoa. That was too late. So this is like my old strat. I'm not sure if I need that lightning shot. Yeah, you can wait there for a long time. Life. That would be a reset as well. Need to make a closer save state to practice those parts. I'm gonna try this. Just kill the guy. Obviously, we could just pick up question mark. Whoa. Oh, that zigzag is tough. Now that I've kind of learned to do all these parts without the speed up. I don't know. Save state here. Okay, so we can go pretty far out. But not that far. Okay. And what if I just keep walking in that? That's fine, okay. It doesn't matter, okay. I don't have to try to stop there. I mean, obviously we lose some time being further away from there, but minuscule. Oh, that drop. I don't mind practicing that and trying to get that into muscle memory that we just keep pressing direction. Okay. We can't shoot that block. Let's try the different starts. Oof. That is like the easier version. But if we don't get the landing, then it's a little bit harder to manage that. Oh, that's not how you do it. Yeah, it's for that clock now, remember. That's why you kind of saved the shot. And do I just jump over that clock? Because if you ran out of speed at that moment, I would have gotten a speed after that. Then it's kind of a wasted death. Could do that. Okay, we're getting close to the part that's new. I am supposed to kill myself to the 9 there. This room. It's a little bit faster. Okay, ran out of speed, so we're not gonna take that. We need a speed up from question mark. Now we did. So here comes the crux of the run. Oh, well, now it happened easy, but you know, that's the thing. Like, we need to get invulnerability from that, and then we get to skip that room entirely and wait for the elevator and all that. Like, it's a massive deal. Make a save state here. Let's practice that. I didn't get it. Didn't get it. Likeliness of this happening is, I think it's like 12%, or is it lower? But as everything else has to go right before that as well. Like the fact that we need to have speed. And all the other shit. It's gonna be a pain. But if we do get it, it's a massive, massive advantage. See, now if we didn't get a speed up from... Whoa. Now we didn't get a speed up from the question mark. Yeah, the problem is, like, if you could just take a death and then do it, it would be fine, but... I don't think it's enough. Okay, let's make a save here. I'm gonna try that trick again, and, you know, without getting vulnerability. It's close, but you can't quite make it. It just ran out. Even if I would be spawning in this spot, I can't get through that. I assume? Yeah, it just runs out. I don't know of a faster way to get through that zigzag thing. So, yeah, you're kind of stuck with this. And even if we don't get the speed up here, we would still be saving time. That's the kind of the sad thing about it. Okay, now we got to speed up. I'm not gonna do any risky strats like trying to get to that higher platform immediately. I don't know what happened there. Okay. Now here we need a save state. Yes. Ooh, oh yeah. I have to wait there for quite a long time. Or be super careful. Let's do that again. Hoopla! We'll see if we did get a speed up. Also need to practice this grab now. So presumably it's later. Yeah. Not too much later, but a little bit. I used to go by reaction, but I much rather... Oh, that was slow. There was a faster way of doing that. Whoa. We went straight away, I think. That's scary after all that. But, you know, speed running. Yeah, we can't take a... Kind of took a stop there. Here I noticed, like, the fact that why I failed was that I did that turn too fast. Okay, hopefully we have run out of speed. We did. Great. Because then we get to try if this new strat is even possible. So my idea is to actually jump up here. Pick up the lightning, jump up here, kill the bird, and then get these things and jump back. It is possible with speed, but is it possible with... We're not quite fast enough. We can use more lightning shots, though. Ah! If you shoot that bird. Oh, well, if you get speed, then it becomes a little bit more possible, but... the idea is that we'd get a speed up from this. It would be another chance to get a speed up or an extra life, which would then give you a little leeway with faster strats in level 5. What did you eat today? Haven't eaten yet. I'll eat after the stream. Oh, welcome, Manusbert. I don't know if this is possible without speed. Especially if you leave that heart behind. Yeah, I don't see it happening. Well, yeah, if you get the speed up, it's good, but even if you have the speed up, going there is risky because you don't know when the speed up is going to run out. So you probably can't use those strats. Whoa. A little bit off now since we started. Yeah. Okay, have to be on this side. Have to get rid of all the lightning shots. Okay, let's take an earlier then. So I did the jump wrong anyways. I'm supposed to do this. This do, by the way? Oh, still have like... Wow, I had a mini. That's what I... Oh, yeah. I'm supposed to shoot them here. Forgot. Different strats. Different categories. There we go. Speed up there is like the best possible thing you can get. And you jump up. It wasn't the best jump. I need to practice that. Those are the most annoying mistakes you make, because if you succeed in a trick like that, it doesn't save you almost any time. But if you fail, sometimes that can mean the end of a run. So all the timing's good. And all messed up. Well, let's see our position here. Oh, that is very bad. Yeah, we started from inside the wall, which is gonna make us late. But we have 2 speed ups, so we shouldn't be in that much of a hurry. And then we're gonna do that differently before. That's gonna save us time. Oh, I was about to say much easier this category, but wow. Lost a second there, having to start from a lower platform. Uh-oh. Had to jump back or move back because I was about to hit that platform. If you die, it's not the end of the world, but do we have enough lives to do this even? I think we do. Be 2 deaths more. Well, we can't do the can't do the boss death then. We'll practice it both ways. If you still retain speed here, I will save you about 5 seconds or so, which is massive. Sometimes you can just, because it's just running at this point, and you save a lot of time if you happen to still have the speed up. It would be great. Uh-oh. Terrible mistake. Do that again. Maybe we should pick up the question mark, because apparently it, like, I never get a speed up from that, but apparently it should behave like any other question mark. This also takes a little bit of practice now that we can have speed up throughout this. You have to delay that adjustment push a little bit. I don't know what I'm picking up. Possibly lightning shots? Because we're not getting speed or lives. Let's check, like, what we would get here. Oh, okay. Maybe it is worth it. I don't know. You get a speed up, that's awesome. And also, like, scary for the next stage, because we don't usually get here, but that's a good test. Like, if you get a speed up there, how long does it last? Okay, you can't do that. Oh, it already stopped. Okay, so it's only for that room. Interesting. But we have to do the boss without speed. I think now it's set on this because there are no random events. Now we will always get the speed up from that one in this save state. It's the first time I've ever gotten a speed up from that one. So here's where it gets really scary. The reason for that is, ooh, let me practice with that. The reason for that is that if you have to use a lightning shot for this boss here, you have to do the bird jump in Egypt. And that's still one of, you know, the scary moments for me. This is the hardest yellow ball pattern you could get. 2 small bounces when we're supposed to advance. And that's also predetermined now with the save state. So it's good to practice it. Ideally, you would have 4 lives at this point. Then you could save lightning shots and... You have to jump very late so that the blue ball gets out of the way. It's difficult to do when you have the speed up. Egypt strats are mostly the same. We're just gonna do them easy. just as I was doing it right, my finger slipped. Oh, me. Habla. Maybe I need a save state here. Practice this. Yeah, let it rise up before you do it. Don't anticipate. All right. You didn't really register at which point the speed stopped. Oh, you probably want to wait for the bat to turn around. Speed is not good in that screen. Interesting, we're getting the alert before we see anything. Oh, it's Trapshot Live with Prime. Thank you so much. You could have done that with anything. Any channel on Twitch. You chose to do it here. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. Oh, still had the speed up. Let you destroy the allowance out of spite. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's what we need the life for. That's the last lightning shot, but luckily we've had to practice this bird thingy for the other category. Oh, it's still had lightning? I guess we picked up a lot of lightning shots. That's why you do that. Like, even if you don't know, you do that shot there. Still had a lot, but I'm really not looking to use them. So we will not do the difficult jump there because it's so unlikely that we get all the way here in this category. So we're just gonna go with the little bit safer strats. Maybe lose 2 seconds or something. It's not too bad. Hello. Same with that ball thing. Oh, you think so? I'm not sure if we're gonna get the world record today. It's so unlikely with all the pickups. Oh, was initially looking good. Lost 3, I think. Best score today, though. We will start... Hello. Maybe not running, but resetting, rather. Because that's what it's gonna be. Alright, I'll hydrate after this. I did just take a sip of my trusty warm juice, morning juice. Of forest berries. This is the wrong strat. I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to go for the question mark. First, Gump berries? $7.27, you think? My prediction is that we won't even finish level 2. Because of the new skip we need. And how unlikely it is to get it. What do you get if you get it right? The question. It's kind of a brave call. Of course you have nothing in the pot. So you're not losing anything either. I almost forgot again. Ooh, look at that, the speed up. And then I go past the heart. No, it doesn't matter. Need the practice. Ugh! That guy always shoot like that? I guess I don't need the lives. I'm very confident. Missed out on 2 already. In the last run we didn't have enough, so I don't know, man. That's 727 confidence. Yeah. We are picking up a lot of lives now from the question marks. I didn't have enough shots. That's why. That's why I jump over the little green man. I guess it's pretty big. But yeah, I don't see that run making it all the way to the end, missing out on 2 lives there. If after that, like, you can get enough lives, but every time you get a live from a question mark means that you're not getting a speed up from the question mark. Just also, like, bad. Faster second screen. But we'll get a speed up that's different. Wow, okay. Liking this. Ooh, not liking this. This is a wasted power up there. Especially now. Broke my flow. Is there anything different between the OCS and AGA for Naughty Ones? I did test it. All the same glitches worked and couldn't find any new ones in the places I tried. Of course, I haven't looked at the code, so I'm not sure if the question mark coding is different, for instance. Just the colors mostly, like these blobs are like more faded color. Hey, Tim. Good morning. More speed ups. No. It's more like it. Like the norm. Is this a rare game, you think? It was pretty late. 94. And I don't think too many people have heard of it, so I'm not sure how many they printed. Yeah. See, I missed out on this when I was a kid too. I only learned of it when we were... Back in the day, we used to do these multiplayer Thursdays on the Amiga Live channel. And we would play multiplayer games. John, me, and usually Cometron, and maybe some other people. So John always wanted to play this, and I kept fighting him, but eventually I agreed that, okay, we'll play your stupid Naughty Ones game. And really liked it. Sad I missed this. This probably would have been a game that I would have played with my sister, because it has like this simultaneous co-op 2-player option. Oh, the AGI is more rare. Interesting. Yeah. You know what other game he always wanted me to play? TV Sports Basketball. Every time. Yeah, the co-op is really nice. Like, you have to kind of work together because... And you can't use the death option to get past stuff as easily. Because, you know, both players would have to do it. Wasted power up again, but at least I'm picking up the hearts. No speed up. So this is low. Still no speed up. Let's reset. John also made me play Enemy, Tempest of Violence, which I also ended up liking a lot and finished solo. Really liked that game. That was awesome. That was such a late title that I'm not surprised that I didn't hear about it. But I did play Rough and Tumble, and that came out in '95, I think. So I was still getting, like, games at this point. This was published. And yeah, you can kind of work together. You can... Why didn't I shoot? Well, because I got the life. Okay. So I know what weapon I have. No speed up. Don't really lose too much time in this screen. The problem is the next screen. Hey, Backbeat, good morning. Please give me speed up. No. Haven't done this in a while. Kept playing after not getting a speed up there. I didn't need to shoot that dude. I wasted a lightning shot. Almost shot that dude. Forgot we were doing this category. No! Okay, time to meet our destiny. And let's reset. So we need invulnerability from that specific question mark. And that's why I said that we're not finishing level 2 today. It's horrible. Good thing is that we had a really slow first level, but we were still ahead of the world record because that has a poor first level as well. It has a pretty strong second level, I think. Yeah, it's only... Well, it's less than a second slower than our gold. But then we lost 4 seconds in the third world and 7 seconds in the 4th. 5th is a goal, but we have better strats now, I think. Do we? Well, if we skip the... Yeah, if we hop the bird, then we do. Oh. Trap Shock getting pumped for the ATR tournament. I haven't practiced yet. We're supposed to practice together with Quantic a little bit. Large collection is just games that you find out that you didn't know. Okay. Even with the magazines. Interesting. Yeah, should be good. I mean, there's a lot of randomness that goes with the game, with the pickups and all, so... I almost was dropped in the first round in the previous tournament. It's 2021. And that might happen again. You can kind of get into that race where the leader is picking up every good item. You get nothing. Do you remember Hayes trying to fake you out because first his controls weren't working and then suddenly they started working? I think it was against you. Yeah, he zipped off like, okay, now I'm good. I'm going. Without any warning. I glanced through the tournament footage because I wanted to use, you know, footage from those matches. But the whole whole tournament has this snowfall animation on top of it. Because it was a Christmas tournament. Maybe I should take that off from the, you know, the actual match scenes. But it looks so nice, especially when playing SWAS. Kind of have that added snowfall effect. Yeah, still thinking about that channel that will play, like set up an Amiga game night channel on Twitch that would constantly, you know, play the old tournaments, but I would need like maybe a virtual computer. Virtual machine that was running those, streaming it 24/7. Oh, my victories. Yeah. Only play the tournaments that I won. Mysteriously lose all the others from the archives. I mean, you wouldn't see any of this year with that. Oh, damn it. Now we're not getting those. Broadcast interrupted, indeed. Technical difficulties. As soon as as soon as I lose, get dropped out of the tournament, go on to the next one. Come on, give me a speed up. We've been on a good roll here. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think you have to wait. Speed up. Hey, that must have been speed up. This is good. 2 speed ups now. We're rolling. Okay, we got 1 shot. We'll make... I forgot what we do with the 1 shot in this screen. I think we kill these 2. Yeah. And then we can just run. Awesome. Pew pew! Wait, go. A little bit of, you know, rusty memory involved here. Look at that. Oh, interesting. Can't remember how long this lasts for. Okay, that long. Okay, the washing machine is ready. Have to do that after this. And date with the Destiny falls short again. That was a really good pace. Yeah, the music is really chill. I'm kind of getting more into this level song. I used to think like it's the most boring one, but it has a good, you know, atmosphere. I have to take a little bit of a break to, you know, hang up the laundry because I need some of those clothes in the evening. Also noticed that the screen is a little bit cropped because we were playing X out, so it's a little bit, this one is a little bit bigger. Let's fix that right away. Probably gonna disagree here, but if the music was paired with Rough and Tumble, I had left the music on more. No, I find the Rough and Tumble music, while it's good, it's kind of overbearing with the intensity and no, just overall like roughness. Oh, does that Rough and Tumble mention not work? Does it keep playing? Those choppers? It doesn't turn them off. Well, let's see what's wrong with it. I did test it, but I wonder if something... Well, obviously something bad happened. Oh yeah, I see the mistake. Yeah, it's a bit much. Like the level 3 music is good.
In average shape.
No.
With 6 bullets.
It's level 2, like the caves. That music is like okay because it's not that full steam all the way. But otherwise, like it's a little bit much. I have the same problem. Yeah, a lot of people don't like the first song in Agony, but I absolutely love it. It's like the greatest. And I'm so glad that you get to hear the song again in the last level. But I'll hang up the laundry. I'll take a quick break and Fury of the Furries. I would have to beat it first. It's on my list. Seems like an interesting game that I would like to beat. Does it have continues or passwords or anything like that? Yeah, I'll be back in a moment. Okay. Yeah, Fury of the Furries. I actually have to check if I have it on my list, but I've been thinking that that is a game I want to finish. Or, well, beat. I've never played it. That's the thing. It is a puzzle game, but kind of like a different one, different kind of. Like infinitely. That's good then. So it's just about your determination. At least on the DOS version. All right. They rarely change stuff like that between the DOS and Amiga ports. Nice. All right. How's Jock doing, by the way? We are back in reset hell. But it's like if we get that level 2, then there's not too much more you absolutely need. The speed up piling up for level 3 and 4 would obviously it's a good thing. But I don't think we need that for a world record. Tentacle socks, yeah. Always have to buy an 8-pack. Just for one day. Basically 7 8-packs. Oh, goddammit. So, all in all, I think like we have a more forgiving run than I thought. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. It's amazing. Thank you so much, Trap Shot. I really appreciate that. So kind of you. Also, like, kind of wondering why. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't add it to anything else but the raid. You know, the game volume going out. Maybe I would. Maybe that would be a good thing to do. Oh, by the way, do we have a wheel pick? No, that was not gold. Because that means they have at least like 6 slots for the game of your choice. I'll check the wheel after this one, in case you have something there. But yeah, choose a new game if you want to. I'm very bad at keeping that up to date, but it's gonna be this Saturday. A wheel stream. Yeah. Let's see. I don't think you have anything. I think all of those got picked. Dropshot, you have 3 slots from before, so that makes 9 now. So it's gonna probably be picked. But yeah, you haven't named any game. Good for the biddies, Jock. And welcome as Scordian. People are so kind. Thank you so much. Skeletor while thinking. Ah, come on. Did I think about it? No. Invulnerability wouldn't save too much time. Yes, Scordian. Truly. We have made it to that level 2 point twice today. Hopefully everybody's having as swell of a day as I am. And Skeletor. Well, don't compare yourself to Skeletor. He's having way too much fun. No support is expected, but it's always welcome.
I can't remember when I've had a more pleasant day.
Oh no. Didn't it switch it back on? Oh, there we go. A little bit too long. Pause. Gonna adjust it a little bit. Yeah, Chakras does amazing cosplay entertainment. For all the hours I've played this game, I still haven't went through the trouble of doing like sunglasses for the Umga. Oh, speed up! Never run. Thanks for the hype train. Really appreciate that. That's amazing. Ooh. I could go faster there. I'm still not. Okay, we have the one shot. It's good to know. And kill the enemies next screen. And this. Oh, didn't get the speed up. Oh no. Bad. Backwards cap? But these guys don't have a cap. Yippee! Should have reset, but I kind of like not to. Just to get practice and not to be stuck in the same level over and over again. The worst thing that can happen is that you get on that really good run and then you're out of practice with the other levels and then you can't. Oh, ooh, this is super bad. Okay. Still alive. Okay, this is not gonna do it. Yep. Didn't have weapons at all. What did we get from the hype gist? Kind of a surprised froggy thing. Or is that nebulous? I never know. Because he didn't have sunglasses and backwards cap. Full demi-frog. I mean, that would be more like Jim Power, right? He has sunglasses and is his cap backwards or front? I think it's frontwards. Magic Pocket guy kind of turns it sideways. Or is it is it always pointing to the back? I should know this because I have those emotes. No, it's okay. Magic Pockets dude has it facing backwards. Okay. I think the intro includes him turning it. Sphinxy has that emote, I think. Oh, come on. B.O.B. Probably not, because unless I know it by the full name, but no, B.O.B. not. I assume it's an abbreviation or an acronym. It's the full name, so it doesn't stand for anything. It's just Bob. If you're wondering why I'm resetting after that question mark, even though I'm not dying or anything, I have to get a speed up from that in this category. And a speed up from the next 3 question marks. Not all of them, but like one of them. One of the next 3 after that. And then we're pretty much on a good roll, provided that we get enough special shots that we can do a fast start in level 2. Then the run kind of gets going. Then we just need not to get invulnerability in level 2 screen 3. Because if we do, we can't do the death skip that saves us 5 seconds. And then the next question mark after that, we do need an invulnerability, so we can do the new glitch, which saves us 12 seconds, which we have never done in a run. So that's where the RNG comes from. It's a bitch of a category to run. And that's why I have like 2,700 runs on this soon. Maybe I would like to know, like, if I shoot and then take up a question mark, because the bullet immediately, this is bad. Because now we can't die here, so you can't have invulnerability from that. Let's see how much time it loses you. I'm assuming a lot. It does save a life, but you know. I think it was like 3 seconds or something. Alright, thanks for dropping by. It's like 2 seconds. Uh-oh. Oh, we ran out of one too few. Did you one time say you wouldn't pick play? Yeah, I did. And this one I picked way before I knew it was gonna become an RNG fest. I'm really looking forward to playing Rick Dangerous. Let me tell you. Rick Dangerous, randomness is different. Yeah, it does. The randomness causes you to wait. It doesn't... Like, when you start running it, at least, you just wait. And then you go. You get to keep the run alive. You get to try to finish the game and the run. But in this one, it's like whenever you don't get the thing you need, it's an immediate reset. But then again, we are going for the world record now for this one. Rick Dangerous, we wouldn't be going for the world record in a while. We'd just be trying to finish individual stages so that we get the sum of best and can kind of gauge what our goal should be and how fast we can beat it. Can we be faster? Well, I know we can be faster than the world record, but you know that does require luck. The biggest RNG moments, like the first level, basically has none. Has no RNG. Well, there's that one screen with the 3 natives that fall down. That can go wrong. I think that's the only screen in the first level. That's really early. But level 2 has like a big one. With both of the triplets. So that's 2, and then there are a couple of other enemies that, you know, can infinitely, you know, just delay you before you can go. So there's a lot of RNG in level 2, but it's mostly alright after that. Level 3 and level 4 don't have as much RNG, but it's very nasty in that if you're unlucky, you die. Because you can't see an enemy that's above you, in the screen above you, and you climb up, and at the same moment they climb down, and it's like, well, that's done. Ideally, we would get a speed up from this one. We have all the other shit we want, but we did not. Don't lose time here, but you start losing it in the next screen. Well, during that walk, really. Interesting lightning. Speed up? Nope. Normally I would reset here, because that's way too big of a time loss, but we'll keep going, just for the fun of it. And for the practice. We should have enough lightning shots now, by the way. That's how bad our world record first level is, that even that was like comparable with it. Oh, I was expecting him to turn. Well, no speed up. That basically means in this one that, you know, you're not gonna finish. Because even if you get the invulnerability from this question mark, well, maybe it's a little bit faster, but not as much. Typically, I try to make it a rule of not running games that have RNG, but of course, you know, even Chaos Engine has like at least like this illusion of RNG because of the, I think, like all the enemies and your CPU partner move based on how you move, and because you can't be pixel perfect, I mean, I can't be pixel perfect with my movements all the time. it means that they're gonna move differently every time, and especially with the CPU friend, that's a really big problem. But over the course of the run, we learn to kind of minimize that effect pretty well. Well, you say that, and at the same time, people are running Super Mario Bros. Frame perfectly. I don't understand how they do it. They are robots, yeah. Certainly above my, or beyond my capabilities. Speaking of Chaos Engine, there's a new strat for it on Super Nintendo that, a viewer let me know of. In the Super Nintendo version, you don't need to buy the speed up for the preacher. It does it automatically, and you don't lose the money. So, probably have to go back to the SNES speedrun of that game. It didn't seem to work on other versions. It's probably because they changed some of the game mechanics with the shop, in that you can do the purchases even if you don't have full health. But they probably accidentally changed something else too. So that means that you can skip 250 money along the game. And while that means that you can't really... It doesn't mean that you could skip sections of the game. Except one treasure corner, which is good because it makes us less likely to have to reset, because then you can get the power-up that the CPU friend sometimes steals from you. So that's like one big advantage, and it's a little bit faster too. But you can skip killing. Like, in addition to skipping that treasure room, you can skip killing like 15 enemy guys. And that's like the real time save there. Said that you would play Chaos Engine 2. Yeah, the Super Nintendo Chaos Engine is probably the worst I've played. Because of the slowdowns. It tries to run too fast, and then it slows down to half of what the other versions slow down when there is a slowdown. It's just a mess. And of course it has the worst color scheme, which we have to endure for the CD32 version. Since the CD32 version has a dedicated button for the specials, you don't have to charge it. And all the glitches work like in the original. So it will be the fastest version. And we're yet to play that. But that has the ugly colors too, so that's a bit of a drag. But yeah, there will be like different kinds of strats. A little bit faster strats, but even with that, it'll be hard to beat the current record, because it kind of has the same thing as Super Nintendo did, with the slower rate of fire with the basic gun. Which is a weird thing to kind of add. It makes some of the enemies way tougher to kill, specifically the roofs in level 2 when you don't have your weapon upgraded that much yet. Hey, Craig Best, welcome. How goes it? I think I'm gonna start doing the Chaos Engine stuff next year. I'm hoping to get to Rick Dangerous this year, but we're gonna do the shorter runs after this. There's I improved my Maze Sam record because Core Classman beat mine. I want to do James Pond 2 speedrun in December, which is like 30 seconds, so it's not that big of a deal. I'd like to do Alcatraz a little bit better and do the 100% category as well. We have Harlequin. I would like to get world record in that as well. It shouldn't take too long. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Had the whole week off. Then I'll go back to work for 4 days next week. I have Monday off as well. And then in December I have to work 2 days, and then I have a 3-week vacation. So it's kind of chill at the moment. Work, enjoying that. I mean, the only reason I'm off this week is because of my mental issues and night shift. Not really working with that, but sleep issues. But at least it's good now because I don't have to do it. I think we got another speed up and we got a life, so that's pretty much the best you can get. The problem is that now this guy is alive, so we have to jump over him. Pew pew! Oh man, that wait for the death seems like forever. Oh, nice! This will be a great time. Yeah, get more streams, exactly. 2 seconds saved already. That doesn't happen often. You lose the speed up during the bonus stage. That first jump there, it's tough. I could have taken a risk and shoot that enemy in the middle platform because we saved one lightning shot, but we didn't necessarily have any more. So yeah, bonus percent. And honestly, streaming does help with my mental health. So having the chat here while we play makes it feel like, first of all, you're not sitting alone in a dark room. Speaking of dark rooms, we have snow now. Luckily, took the car to the shop yesterday. My scheduled time for the tire change was today, but then my significant other had the excellent idea of taking it there yesterday when the roads were dry. Even though there was it was below zero, the roads were dry, so it wasn't a problem to get it there. Had I tried to do it today, summer tires on snow, not a good idea. But yeah, it does brighten up the place, you know. Evenings don't seem as dark, and you start to kind of get into the Christmas spirit. I know Escordian is not that big of a Christmas person, but you know, I immediately wanted to put on some Christmas music, drink some glöggi. Oh, I'm still gonna continue. You take the delay for the life and you don't even get it. Sucks. Lightning from that? It's rare, and it's gonna make this shot very difficult. And no speed up. Just like starts 2 months ahead, yeah. Oh, still no speed up. Now it's kind of getting to the point that it's not worth continue. Did you find any of the lemon-flavored snowing yet? We made some with the dogs. So somebody else can benefit from it, enjoy it. One of my dogs really, really likes snow, and the other one really, really doesn't. it's kind of funny to walk them together. The other one rolls in the snow and gets all excited, and it's the zoomies. And the other one is like lifting its paws and, can we go home already? I like to start drinking glöggi, which is like, if you don't know, it's a well, Scandinavian Christmas drink. Kind of like mulled wine, different. First, I would like to start drinking it as soon as it gets dark and cold, like in September, but most shops don't carry it until it's like November. But I've been trying to cut back because even the one with no added sugar, it still has quite a bit of sugar in it. I have done that, yeah. I've had like a big stash of glöggi in my cupboards. Oh, I was late there. I was reading chat. Middle of October. I mean, sometimes I see the first Christmas advertisements in September. So it's a little bit weird that they don't start selling the Christmas stuff then, if they're gonna advertise it. That's mostly because I think like in the United States you have Halloween and Thanksgiving before Christmas. In Finland there's pretty much nothing between fall and Christmas. So, you know, that's the only thing they can advertise. But Halloween is kind of growing in popularity, so it's kind of creating that, you know, holiday where we didn't really have like this holiday that shops benefit from. Start in July. Well, just don't take the decorations off ever. Just keep them all year round. Buy next year's Christmas presents from the sales after the previous. I've always said that people should start just celebrating Christmas 1 month later. You know, it doesn't really matter, right? And you get all the stuff way cheaper in January. Yeah, well, they don't really do that. Their Christmas and New Year's is just later. But yeah, that is a point. And that's why they came to Finland to shop after Christmas, like before New Year's. After Christmas, before New Year's, or a little after New Year's, that week. When I was working at a camping ground in Helsinki. Why do I always say Helsinki when I'm speaking English? When it's, you know, Helsinki. We would have an influx of Russian tourists coming in to do shopping in Finland, old sales. I don't know what they buy. I just know that they, some of them rented cabins. And they would always give you, they would leave one like vodka bottle in the cabin for the cleaners and bring one for us at the reception. And it was like crazy, like like what kind of Russians we got there, because it's not this like luxury camping ground. I mean, we did have so-called luxury cabins, which were basically like apartments. But it was just crazy because they came there, and then you kind of like, okay, that cabin is like 150 for the night or something like that. And they would take out this bill roll from their pocket, and it was like nothing but like big bills, like 200 euro, stuff like that, just rolled into this like big lump, and they were just like getting all this insane. And it was always older men with very, very young female companions. You have signs for them in the toilet, so they flush the paper. No, they do that automatically. I think they're like they are used to it. Just got a message, had to read it. Judging by their passports, most of them were married, because we have to check IDs for everybody. But they had kind of the same surname. Hello. Hey, Ted Sock. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, the same thing in like Fuengirola. Finnish people living in Fuengirola, you're not supposed to. Most buildings flush the paper, but all Finns do. So they're like, put the paper in the bin, or the basket? No, that's nasty. We're not doing that. And then every once in a while, you get a little bit of a problem with the pipes when they get, you know, what's the term? Blocked? How's Ted Talk doing? We're just playing the first 3 levels of this game over and over again. Or not 3 first levels, 3 first screens. They have bigger pipes now. You checked? Interesting. I mean, that would be a massive overhaul. Oh, come on. Softer papers. You know what blew my mind? They started selling these toilet papers that, you know, the cardboard roll in it was made of flushable paper as well. Like, it would absolutely dissolve when you put it in water. It felt like cardboard, but then just disappeared when it got into contact with water. But I'm not like sure. Was that invention necessary? Do we really need to flush everything we can? Like, can't you make useful stuff with cardboard? Like, you can recycle cardboard, right? Is it a good idea to just flush everything? Speed up. I'm still continuing because I'm sick and tired of resetting. And the world record has a slow first level anyways. Yeah, that even that was a second faster. Flush the unwanted presents. There's an idea. A really bad one. That was my last shot too, damn it. I wonder what I was picking up. Maybe just speed ups all the way. From the question marks. They didn't have any shots left. I don't think I shot any extra. Or did I shoot? Maybe I shot the green dude. Hey, Nadi Jawa. Good morning to you as well. How goes it? It's Christmas tree. Just flush it. I'm sick and tired of seeing that tree. Won't you get rid of it? Seems good. Don't know what we have picked up. Well, this is an absolute waste of power-up. It ends right before you get to that enemy too.
Nah.
Did I do that right? Did I wait like an extra second there? It felt like there's something stupid that happened there. Probably, yeah, because it was only 0.3. Oh, fell all the way down. Luckily, no bonus level. Life? Well, that wasn't the worst safety option there. Ah, no speed up. Meet the invulnerability from that one. It's better if you lose the speed up before that part. The secret room up above, because then you can pick up the question marks. But if you have a speed up, you don't want to pick up the question marks, because if you get the invulnerability, the run is over. Maybe we should just risk it anyways. Getting an invulnerability is it's not likely. Yeah, as the tree is spinning, all the decorations get flung out of it. Oh, look at that. Another run. Oh, that was too close to me. Don't do that. That was life. That's good. Now just speed up from the next one and we're set. I think it was a speed up. And I was too antsy. Damn it. The bathroom covered in broken decorations, yeah. Just Christmas balls everywhere. Shattered to pieces. Yeah, Escortian said that BOB is the full name. I was just wondering, like, usually when you have an acronym, it stands for something. Just wondering, like, if I've heard of the game with the, you know, the full name, but if it's always called BOB, then I haven't heard of it. It must mean something. Well, I guess Swift doesn't technically. I mean, they tried to give it like these definitions, but originally it was just Silkworm 4. Yeah, we'll add that. It's probably in the manual. But yeah, wheel stream will be Saturday. There's a lot of MS-DOS on the wheel. It's mostly gonna be that. Ted did pick a game. B.O.B. SNES Trap Shot. I'm gonna at least post a picture of the wheel on Discord wheel channel, even if I don't write up the list. B.O.B. SNES Trap Shot. Wait 2 weeks. That is a point. If we had enough picks on the wheel, I could freeze all the MS-DOS picks. But we only have Fantasy Zone for SMS, B.O.B, Super Nintendo, Rolling Thunder, Any System, and Streets of Rage 2 SMS that are not. Ooh, and Street Fighter Alpha 3 PlayStation. Maybe there is a stream there. Could we be so mean as to keep the MS-DOS picks for December? B.O.B stands for Escordian Smells. I think it's B.O. It would be E.B.O. Escordian Body Odor. Hey, thanks for joining, Trap. I'll set up roll for you. There we go. I mean, it was like 5 games of non-DOS. Is it mean if I hold on to the DOS stuff for December? I mean, it would kind of make sense. What do we mean by DOS wheel? Wouldn't it, if we separate them to another wheel, then wouldn't it be just, you know, the same thing? Holding off from them for 1 month. Then do an extra longs, if needed. Extra long variety stream, wheel stream on December, or in December, so that all the DOS games get played. Yeah, it depends on how the people who have those picks, and some of those picks have been there for a while, how they would feel about it. But it would also kind of guarantee that those get played next month. So we would only do the DOS picks. Oh, damn it. Not getting that speed up. Today's goal is to get that level 2 glitch once. To see how much time we save in actuality. Unfortunately, you need to get through level 1 for that. You can even have a chance of getting that invulnerability. Speaking of December. So one thing I'm gonna play is I'm gonna try to beat the DOS version of James Bond 2, because we play James Bond 2 every December. Last year we did the AGA version, which was a new one for me. We did it deathless too, I think. Wow, I missed that. But this year we're gonna do the speed run on Amiga. What? And the regular playthrough on DOS. Not sure if I'll go for the deathless run on DOS. It depends how good the shield mechanic is, because on the original version, it's supposed to shield you. You're not supposed to get hurt when you press down after you jumped, so that you kind of crush the enemy. But sometimes you still get hit. In the AGA version, you don't. So it's like working like it's intended. And that was like the biggest problem, trying to kill enemies with that faster crush. Because you would get hit in the original. It makes the game so much easier when you can use it like it's intended to work. So I can't now remember how it worked in the DOS version. But I do remember that the DOS version was more based on the AGA version than the original. With the levels. It was kind of like a hybrid between the two, it felt. Which is also interesting. One thing that was also suggested is that I try to play through the game without using all the bathtubs and planes and all that, because I basically like skip a lot of stuff, especially towards the end with the castle climbs and all that. Just going through them with the plane you can get. So it could be interesting not to do that. And harder too. There's that one in James Bond 2, that long downhill, and then a very specific jump before some spikes to get into a secret area. And I think I figured out how to do it every time, but I've forgotten now. Oh, nice! Got the speed up again. Can you remember how to do it, Trap? Oh, shit, it was so slow, that shot. Well, yeah, it does. The way I used to do it, but I think like last December, I realized that you don't even need to be accurate with it. Like, you can make it every time. You do it, like, differently. I kind of have that kind of a memory, but if it was like that, I can't remember what I did. Or maybe it was related to the next jump after it, like when you get into that little cavern. You can stop and then jump, rather than having to time the jump inside that little cavern. Can't remember. But if I remember correctly, it's not even really worth it. It's one of those brown stages, brown and black, with this very small corridors. Yeah, Bobby would probably know. I have to ask him. Bobby knows everything about that game. Yay! Speed up. Let's go. Life. I think I'd rather... Oh, another speed up from there. Yeah, speed ups from the first and third question mark, but a one shot from the second, so we could kill this guy instead of having to jump over him. Because it's not fun. Then a life from that one. Invulnerability from the next one. And then lightning shots from the last one. That would be the ideal combination. Ooh! Merciful game giving us another speed up there. There are days that we can't get that speed up at all, so it's nice. Okay, I think we got 2 speed ups, so now we could get one shot from here and still be nice. I don't know what we got. No idea. There's a 3rd speed up. That's good too. Pew pew! No! 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 Oof. Some wrong muscle memory ingrained there. .6, nice. Or 1.6 rather. It's a difficult jump, that. No! Shit! The problem is that you assume you have the laser shot, but if it's not, you end up shooting that little rubber ball, and that delays you so much because you have to wait until it dissipates, until you can shoot another one. That's so weird because I saved 2 shots. I saved one from the green fella and another one for the robot, and I still didn't have enough. Speedrunning is fun. Indeed. Especially RNG speedrunning. Man, I can't wait to get to those, like, non-RNG short games. Harlequin is, like, under a 3-minute run. Alcatraz is, like, a 7-minute run with no RNG. Well, actually, the 100% category does have RNG because the last spot where the boss can be is randomized. But once I learn where the rooms are, I only have to check, like, I think it's 5 rooms. So that will help out a lot. I mapped it out after I had done the speedrun because I was planning to do it more, then just didn't. And then MP83 I think fixed my map that had some errors. Because there are only there's only one layout of the room in Alcatraz where the final boss can be found. So you only have to check those rooms. It's not nuance. That's with most RNG. Isn't Super Mario 3 up there? Minesweeper, that's a good call, Reboot. Speedrunning the tavern in Moonstone. Biggest jackpot. Haven't dived in, to that hook yet today. Just nice. Often do. Slowly. Nice. Ooh, again? .4. Wow, that's fast. Oh my goodness! I thought I had. Oh, god damn it! Yeah, but that went to hell fast. Yeah. Can be a masochist when it comes to some things. Can't bring yourself to speedrun anything. Like, start with something small that doesn't have RNG. This was the very first game I started speedrunning, but when that happened, we weren't pushing it to, like, get speed ups all the way through the run. I was actually actively dodging some question marks because I didn't want the speed up because it would mess up my, flow. Because the timing changes and all that. Yeah, it has to be a game that you enjoy a lot. And also I would, recommend that it doesn't have RNG in the speedrun and that it's fairly short and easy for you to do. Like, maybe a game that after you finished it, you wanted to challenge yourself a bit more and do a deathless run, and you can do a deathless run comfortably. Yeah, some people say that speedruns ruin the game for them, and they don't want to speedrun games they really like. It hasn't been like that for me. I kind of find new appreciation for the game when speedrunning it. And it's like another way to challenge yourself, so you get like a fresh take. It's almost like playing a new game. But if you think about game like Flashback, it has so many wall hacks that you can, yeah, I know you're joking, but some people legitimately think like that they don't want to ruin games they like. But Flashback, for instance, for me, it's quite hard for me not to do wall glitching when I know it's possible, and I know how many things you can skip with it and how much game time you can skip with doing it. But when I'm feeling like it, I will still do a normal playthrough of Flashback and enjoy it. That's also something Reboot. That's something that Brybad does. Like, if he starts... yeah. Because Brybad is in this league, or this group, that choose new games to speedrun every month. But he always starts out by finishing the game first. Like, blind, basically. And after that, goes for the speedrun. Well, speedrunning Flashback is easier. Because you can skip almost all the fights and run through the rest of them. And you skip so much of the levels and platforming and all that kind of stuff with very, very simple wall glitch. Yeah, Prince of Persia, I would imagine, is kind of like that as well. Cinematic platformers are, I think, prone to that. Like, you lose the sense of adventure. But also at the same time, like, there's stuff that I don't remember existing in Flashback because I skip all those screens in the speedrun. So even like yesterday when Tetsock was playing it, I can't remember all the things you have to do in level 1. Because I usually skip all that. Ah, that was weak, that was bad, that was poor. But we didn't have a speed up anyways. Mortal Kombat 2, for example, once you know the speedrunning tricks of the CPU, becomes much more an understood game. Arguably the best way to play Flashback, skipping lots of it. It's one of my favorite games, don't say that. But Tenka speedrunning Mortal Kombat 2 actually makes it, I think, a lot more interesting because of all the manipulation options, fallbacks you have. And Tenka says that you shouldn't really play. Tenka, I think, says that you can't play or beat Mortal Kombat 2 without speedrunning it. Like, you have to do the enemy manipulation. Having a real good time in Prince of Persia, speaking of. Now it feels like you'll beat it next stream. You're going through these games too fast. Yeah. I was very sad that we beat the Swordmaster on NES that quickly. There's some NES games that are surprisingly 1 or 2 session games. I say surprisingly because NES has that reputation of nothing but hard games, like this is proper NES difficulty. I think in general Amiga games, like AAA title Amiga games, are harder than that. Like, you don't have continues where in other versions you would. Just the overall difficulty is worse. But we've seen some Mega Drive games, ports of Amiga games, be actually tougher than the Amiga original, which is also interesting. Sometimes they add easier difficulties. Like the Chaos Engine thing was interesting. The normal difficulty is hard, which is defaults to on Mega Drive, and that's like the same difficulty as on Amiga. But then they have a normal and easy difficulty added to the game, so you can have more lives to start out with, and the enemies die easier. Because they were like, well, this game's too hard to be fun. So they made the normal difficulty be easier than what it was on... The only difficulty is on Amiga. I wonder if Battletoads on Amiga is more difficult, or same, or less difficult. Many Amiga games are just ports of arcade or try to emulate the difficult. But then again, like, you have the flip side of that too, don't you? The rental market in the United States. Like, the Japanese game would be, like, beatable makes sense. It has continues or extra lives or something like that. And then you have the North American revised version that just removes the option to continue altogether, right? Alien 3 is on Amiga. I think it's more like the Genesis version. The Super Nintendo version seems super cool. It has that map from Aliens, the blueprints. It's a little bit different, all in all. I'm not sure how similar the Mega Drive and Amiga versions are, but I'm keen on trying to play that game, but the time limit, it freaks me out, man. I'm gonna put it on my list actually now that you mention it. Because I like alien stuff in general. I know that that game doesn't have anything to do with Alien 3, but still. Trope Alien 3 games a lot. It's on a lot of platforms, but the Super Nintendo and Game Boy ones are completely different. Gotcha. Hey, Jigga, by the way. Welcome to the stream. But Trap, it's a little bit different when you're playing casually and you have a time limit when you don't even know where to go or what to do. It's like playing Rick Dangerous with a time limit. That would be awful. But yeah, with the Alien 3, you would have to memorize every level layout and the prisoner location. So I guess it's very in tune with games that I like. So I might enjoy it. I never played it. This is a game I never had. And I don't think any of my friends had it on any platforms. Yeah, just have to learn the levels one by one. Generally, like, Turrican time limit is not a big deal. Some people are adverse to it because, you know, they feel that they can't explore the big levels and have fun with it, but you only lose one life with that, and then it resets. And you get to continue where you left off. And the game is very forgiving with 1-up, so I don't see that as a problem. I do remember being bothered about it as a kid in that purple maze, and I don't think I ever got past that because of it. But then compare that to the Alien Breed game time limits. You can be 2 hours into the game, and then you get, like, it's your PB, you're never seeing the stage, and then suddenly there's a time limit. Even if you have 9 lives or some shit like that, if the time limit runs out, that's it. You have to start from the very beginning again. That's like, that's a time limit I don't agree with. Game over, man. Time's closing, man. The famous quote. I mean, some movies do that. Like, they're like supposedly on a real-time timer, and yeah, it should always make sense, though, in my opinion. Like, time limit can't just be a time limit for the time limit's sake. It has to be like an impeding explosion or some event why you have the time limit. Not just because, well, this level wouldn't have made sense if you didn't need to hurry up, so here's a time limit for you. Because then you're like, you get pulled out of the immersion, like, what killed me? Why am I dead? Werewolf, The Last Warrior on NES as well, like, there's no reason to have a time limit. But then you have, like, well, Metroid escape scene where the you know, whatever place you are in is about to explode, and you need to reach the ship. That makes sense. It's a good escape sequence. Same in Flashback. Both. Well, the ending makes more sense because you set off the bomb. What never made sense to me in Flashback is the nuclear reactor mission that is about to blow, and you need to get there fast because you can sit there for half an hour before accepting the job, and you still have the same time to finish the job. But I understand it. It's a game, like, I like the mission. It's one of the best missions in level 2, but the time limit it quite couldn't make it make sense. Alien Breed tries. It's always an explosion that's happening, but it's like a little bit too brutal. You don't even get to retry the level. I think that would be the very least. Well, that's the problem with most Amiga games, right? They would just be testing with the actual development group, and they already knew where to go and what to do. So it started to feel too easy. They didn't think of the player who has played for like 2 hours to get where they are, and then they are in a level with a time limit for the first time, and they don't even know what the level is like or what they're supposed to do, where the exit is, and anything like that. It's a bit weird that they didn't think about it. Like, it's making a puzzle game be harder because you know already, as the creator, you already know all the puzzles, so maybe add some monsters and... Well, sometimes time limits make sense, like in Pushover. I feel time limits make sense for the puzzles, but then there are games where they do not make sense. Just kill them. That'll make them try harder and enjoy the game more times. Yeah, adding the time limit is easier. It's true as well. King's Bounty time limit is... Patapolis. Welcome to the stream. You probably have been lurking. But welcome nonetheless. I can't remember ever hearing of that game, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. King's Bounty. I don't know that either. Sorry. Is that a game I should know? That game? No, don't know it either. It's like that trope, like somebody asks, like, have you seen a dark-haired man here? Tall, wearing a leather jacket, blue jeans? No? Haven't seen anybody like that. Oh, no, let's speed up here. No! Left. But basically, like, I only know games from Amiga and NES. And even then, there are games that I don't know. SMS library, no idea. Arcade games, no idea. Super Nintendo, no idea. Mega Drive, no idea. MS-DOS, some. Early Windows, some. But then I just totally fell off, you know, the gaming world. So I know some PlayStation games too, but, you know, after that era, I have no idea. But feel free to explain like how the time limit works, if it's explainable, and then I can make the determination if it sounds reasonable. Witness, which I consider the greatest game of all time, The Witness, has a time limit for the last section where you have to complete a lot of puzzles in a row inside the mountain. I can't remember if the time limit made any kind of sense, but it for sure didn't bother me. It was that like grand end scene, and it needed that little bit of extra difficulty, and it worked great. I loved it. 'Cause up to that point, you're like using 2 hours per puzzle, trying to figure it out, banging your head against the wall, and then you have to do it fast. Just what the game needed. Chip is sinking? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh shit, we have a run. Majora's Mask time limit, moon will crash down in 3 days. Those are interesting. Like you have loads of time, but you don't know how much time you need to complete the game. I mean, 3 days might sound like, okay, that's a lot. But I was really freaked out about the time limit in Castlevania 2, which was 7 days. And the reason why I never even played Prince of Persia was because it had that 60-minute time limit. Wow, fastest today. Shit. Not used to that speed there. Marry Jafar or die. Why does it always have to be called Jafar, who wants to marry princesses against their will? You know, in the, Middle East region, modern Middle East region. Persia, I guess. Didn't Aladdin happen in the same region? Like Persia? And you also have a Jafar there. I think it has a different amount of F's in the name, though. But still, wants to marry. It's so very Jafar away. I mean, is that one of the tales in... It has to be like one of the tales in that storybook. It was 1001 something. Yeah, Arabian Nights. Arabian's Nights? Yeah. Because Disney usually steals stuff like that, but I see Prince of Persia stealing that as well. Well, not stealing, just taking inspiration from, rather. 1001 Nights. Hey, Hopeless. fan of timers in games. I'll read the rest when I can. Okay, we got a lightning shot, which is not great. We got 2 weapons from the 3 first question marks. Time limit in turn-based game? Yeah, that does make more sense. Ooh, got the speed up. Okay, but we had a slow middle section, so... And I don't mean my torso, but, you know, the level. It does kind of... For me, it's one of the first things I check if a game has a time limit, because if it does, it takes all my focus. I know that, you know, I have to be fast, but some games it's just there for, I don't know why. For instance, Super Frog has a timer for no reason, because mostly it doesn't even become an issue, because you get more time every time you drink a Lucasade bottle, and you will be drinking those a lot. Because the game is very generous with them, and you need the health. Speed up, stop there. Fuck. Resource to be managed. Yeah, but I would hope that it always makes sense. Like, just having a regular platformer like this, and then having a time limit for each stage doesn't feel right. Unless there's a story plot with it. Like maybe there's a fire spreading behind you. And the flames are closing in and you have to keep moving forward to escape them. Something like that even. Immediately it makes it acceptable to me. If Prince of Persia had 5 lives but infinite time instead of infinite lives in 60 minutes, it would be way less interesting. Yeah. I do agree, but I was always put off by the fact that I would be playing that game up to whatever level, let's say 8 or 9 or 10. And then I wouldn't have enough time to even check out the level the first time I get there, so I wouldn't know what to do. And it would be a very gradual process. And this is all because this is not legitimate critique for the game, because it all comes from the fact that I didn't have the manual, because I didn't pay for the game. If you get the manual, you know that you can save in the game. And once I found out about that, after all these years, I instantly was like, okay, well, I'll play this game. Because after you get to level 3, you can start saving the game. So you only had to practice, or was it beating level 3? So you only have to practice the first few levels, so you can beat them relatively quickly. Then you can save, and then you can start practicing the game 1 level at a time. And then the game makes sense to me, and it's fair that it's on a timer. You need to learn to do the levels fast and get to the next level and that. So I was trying to beat it in a wrong way, like this, with this extra challenge of not being able to save. And that's why I didn't like it. It's by my own fault, because I didn't have the manual. Darkseid aliens have an implanted embryo in your head and it will hatch in 3 days. Yeah, those I like. It is a little bit scary to have a time limit that's big before you know how much time you need, because it means that you might have to start from the beginning. Even if you make it to the last stage, you realize that you don't have enough time to do it with the last stage. Probably not even a linear game. Flimbo's quest time limit makes sense. The girl is put into the machine to be killed within 30 minutes. Does that plot make sense to you? It's like James Bond being put into those dangerous situations, and then the bad guys just leave. And okay, this concoction will kill him in 27 minutes. Incidentally, we will launch our super secret world-destroying machine in 30 minutes. So if Bond happens to get away, he still has time to stop us. That's true, Reboot. Like, a hidden timer is maybe one of the worst things you can do. Oh, I see. So it just takes that long to drain their life force. Well, that makes sense then. By the way, I haven't noticed that Flimbo's quest has a time limit. Is it visible at all times? Interesting. I haven't paid attention to it. Pew! I might stream this tomorrow too. Because the reason is that I want to get this over with. I want to get to other games. But I also do want the world record to have all the possible glitches you can. I mean, if I miss the balloon skip, I miss the balloon skip. That's okay. I can live with that. But I do need the new glitch, which saves 12 seconds. Balloon skip only saves you... I think it's like 2? Maybe? Maybe a little more? But not much. Not 12. Yeah, it's good combo if we get a speed up from this one. No, we get a lightning. Don't shoot the bottom row. Only shoot this guy here. Speed up. Nope. I could live with having to do that small section there without speed up, but I do want it for the next one. Because it has to carry out to level 2 as well. Far enough. I think it's about 20 seconds per speed up. So if you get 2 in close succession, that's 40 seconds of speed up. I think I measured it to 20 or 15 seconds, but it's pretty long. Invulnerability, I think, is only like 5 or max 10 seconds. It has to be 10 seconds. Feels much shorter than the speed up, though. I am still blown away that skipping all of these question marks, meaning all of these speed ups, we were only able... Yeah, we were still able to beat the game in under 8 minutes. Meaning that with these strats, you're only losing about 30 seconds, actually less, 25 seconds throughout the run by not picking up the question marks. Hey, Relativity. Welcome, welcome. No, come on. We are doing a big RNG fest here. Because I need speed ups from the question marks. Yeah, Chepupu, it's insane. And it's not even the worst part. The worst part is the new glitch we found in level 2. Which means that we need, first of all, have speed up already, and then we need to get invulnerability from a specific question mark. So we need the exact outcome from this one specific question mark. After everything else has worked out. So we have gotten there twice today. Everything else going right and then missing that. And we have done about 100 runs. 100 resets at least. know how many question marks you pick up in a run? I would be able to count it, yeah. But haven't. And I think I'm gonna start opting for the question mark in level 4. The last question mark in level 4. Because today we did, when we were practicing with save states, it's the first time I saw anyone getting a speed up from that question mark. So it is possible. And you could get a life. You could get more lightning shots, and all those help. So I'm gonna go for that. Not in the hidden corridor, no. The very last question mark in level 4. It's right before the climb. Oh, this is barely got that one. It has the last room with the flame dude that destroys platforms. No speed up. This is fine. We can do this without speed up. We just need a speed up from the next question mark, which is there. And go. Okay, we're still good. We can still match world record pace. Especially with the invulnerability, great. Look at that. Shit. Yeah, that part. Okay. Okay, that was pretty nice, getting speed up right after. Date with Destiny. Nope. Third time today. Yeah, we need invulnerability from this one, so we can go through these spikes without having to go get this key, having to wait for this elevator. Saves about 12 seconds, which is huge if you think about some of best segments. We have never done that, because I don't know why I've missed that, but maybe I've just been protecting my sanity unconsciously, consciously, because it's horrible RNG wise. It's hard enough to get there on pace, but then you needing to have a specific outcome from that. Horrible. Then again, if we do get it, we're on pace, getting us up 730. World record has a really poor level 1, 3, and 4. Levels 1, 3, and 4. Level 2 is really strong, so if we save time compared to that, it's massive. Yeah, it is. I've tested it. It was a speed up. And we can't have a question mark from the previous room either, because then you can't do the death glitch there. You could get the key first. Like do the old strats in that screen, the previous screen. But then you would be missing out on that 5-second skip. Yeah, so kind of need to do it that way. And also getting it there means that you don't have to die in the spikes later on. So it doesn't matter that you skip the 1-up because the net gain or situation for lives is the same. It works out pretty nicely, but getting it, horrible. Okay, speed up from that and we're good. Nope. Ah! I don't know if we have a lightning or what we have. Yeah. Figured. Need a speed up from that. If I don't already have one. If you get another speed up after the first one from the next 2 question marks, that will carry you throughout the whole level because there's you know, an actual speed up power up later on in the level. Well, that's another thing I like, but you know, pertaining to that Flimbo's quest time limit where you can buy more time, but how does it make sense with the plot? If that's the time the machine needs, how can you delay that? I'm so scared too that when I actually do get that, I don't have the skills to complete the playthrough. I'm kind of also feeling that I should have practiced more before we go on this journey. Because there's a lot of things that can still go wrong after you get it. Whole level 3, 4, and 5. Oh, perfect start. Because now... I just said earlier that we haven't had problem with that hook. You know why that happened? Because I've been there without speed for so many times now. It's hard to... The hook jump is much tougher when you have a speed up to go through that fast and not hit the hook. Not too bad. It was a perfect start for the question marks. Speed up, one shot, speed up. Din, 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 din. Okay, nice. And no. And no. And no, and no, and no, and no, and no. But yeah, I have to start practicing ATR. Otherwise, Trapshot will get an easy win. I at least want to give him a competitive edge. I used to be much better at the game in Trapshot, but Trapshot has been practicing that game a lot. He can finish it like not losing a race like that. Which I can't do. I have beaten that game the hardest difficulty though, which is very, very difficult. But I don't think I've ever gotten all the wins. The closest I've come was 1 second spot. It's usually either alien or moon levels that do it. And mostly because those are random draws, so some levels are definitely easier than others. Yeah. Moon has a couple really, really bad ones. Unless you get lucky with the pickups. It's a little bit easier, but... Like, overall, just the power-up system is, in my opinion, stupid. Like, they have a perfect racing game at their hands, and then they do this battle mode where the leader just automatically picks up most of the power-ups, because the power-ups are on the optimal lines of where you want to go anyways. They should always be, like, somewhere where you need to use, like, extra time to get there, or take a slower route, or, you know, go wide on a turn or something like that. It would make the game much more playable. Yeah. Sometimes you can get back, but not often. Because they did add the bouncing of the power-ups, so the leader can go, like, underneath them, and then the trailing player can pick them up. But what usually happens to me is when I'm trailing, I keep going underneath the power-ups. Instant full damage, yeah, and the aliens level specifically with the flipper, bouncy, pinball, bouncy mechanics, like, it's pretty bad. Because you don't get damage from running into other cars, but in the alien level small corridors, if you do, you start to, like, do that, and then you still get full damage. Yeah, I don't think from walls, at least. It only seems to happen from, you know, walls, rockets, and you don't have those in the arcade mode, so it's not really fair. Also, it seems like the CPU cars can read the effect for the small bumps on the road, like for moon level. So they can read the effect, so whenever they get kind of turned around, they don't drive into a wall. But I guess it's also because it keeps doing this, the CPU cars. Constantly trying to find the right way to go. So when they get turned around a little, it doesn't matter because they instantly correct for it. And that's also why they go a little bit slower. So there is some, like, fairness in it. They don't drive at full speed, but still, it's not great. Fallout has 2 time limits. Chip is broken. Water chip is broken. You must find another one before the water runs out. Second, an army of mutants have been let loose. You have to stop them before they find your wall. Yeah, those make sense. Those are good. Those are storylines. They're not just beat this level before 3 minutes are up or you die. Why? Well, because the time limit runs out. What's the time limit for? What? Oh, but you did get a t-shirt. Who sang you that? Some. Thanks for so much for the streak. Appreciate that. We have to find a new game for NES next week. I think it will be the last NES game for a month again, because we're doing December, so Wednesdays will be DOS time, most likely. Mysterious Best Die. Which bunch of streams? Not in a row. So you get nothing. Oh, well, I guess we can go that way too. Turrican time limit is annoying because it doesn't reset when you... Now, not when you die, but only when you die for the time limit. So sometimes you have to take a tactical death. Like, okay, there are 20 seconds left on the timer. I'm nowhere near the end. I'm low on health. So I'll just wait for the timer to go. So I get full health and a full time limit. Yeah, arcade is like a different beast. You can understand a lot of mechanics that don't make sense in home consoles. Like, you know, the infinite continue thing if you have money. Yeah, you can lose 2 lives if you're not careful. But then again, Turrican, as I said, is very generous with the extra lives. Once you find out where to get them from, because they're usually hidden. But then, I think one place even gives you, is it 4 or is it even 6? Like Turrican 2, if you climb all the way up in that one section, using the destructible grid. I think you get like 6 1-ups up there. Kind of changes up the game a little bit. Yeah. Like, looping... I don't understand the point of making a looping high score game for the home systems. It's just... I don't understand what's the pleasure in it. Like Tiger Heli on NES. What's the point of the game? I mean, the music is great. Don't get me wrong. But what's the point of playing it? Oh, in the first Turrican, you think the time limit does reset even after non-time limit death? Interesting. Hey, it just made that looping high score game. Well, I'm sure there's a market for it. Yeah, Turrican 2 I'm most familiar with. That's a game from my childhood, and it took the longest to beat. I think it took like 2 or 3 streams, whereas I beat Turrican 1 and 3 afterwards. I had never played those games, really, and I beat them in 1 stream. So they're not really that memorable for me or interesting. Tetsuck, that makes sense. It also creates a little bit of a problem for those people who are going through all the games for a certain system, and they have to beat all the games. So when you have a looping high score game like Tiger Heli, what's the condition? Well, usually it's after it starts looping, so there's no new content. But then you have games like Ghost and Goblins or whatever that require you to do 2 loops for the actual hidden good ending. I think Gunsmoke requires you to do 3 loops. And yeah, I wouldn't do that. Having a loop in a game to hide the real ending is just immediate nope for me. If I beat it once, that's it. If you're too lazy to like create more content for your so-called good ending, well, that's on you. I'm not replaying the levels I already beat. That's why I don't like boss rushes either. Like, I already beat these guys. How are they alive? Do I need to beat them the first time then if they're still alive? It kind of takes the whole meaning of the boss fight away. For me. It's me. 4 loops. Like, I can do it for fun. I used to loop Super Mario Brothers, you know, the first game, for like 9 times. Just for funsies. But but that can be like a thing you want to do. I don't like when the creator of the game hides the true ending of the game behind multiple loops. Like you really think I want to beat your stupid game 3 times just to see something? No, I beat it once. That means I beat the game. That's it. Video games are a trip devised by Satan. Gotta complete the second loop, the Princess video game bracelet. Yeah. What's up, Teravan and video games? Ghosts and Goblins is an... Yeah, I won't play that game. I've seen so many streamers pick that up and just get absolutely mad as hell at the game. Frustrated, angry. It doesn't seem like a good time. The Amiga version is easier. Does that only have one loop? This is the closest I will come to that sort of content on this channel. It's this emote. Is the work from home half of your schedule, so I get to lurk? To get to lurk and not be limited to 2 bars of 5G on your cell for connection? That's nice. Actually, you would have a better connection at work. But I'm still on 5G at home. I'm hoping that soon we'll have a change to that and I'll get fiber. Not because I'll get fiber in this apartment, but because I'll hopefully be changing apartments. Or like moving to a detached house, like a home. Demi-domicile. Demi-domicile. That's a hard word to say. Moving is so much fun. It is when you move to a smaller place to a bigger place. You actually get room for all the stuff you've amassed. I was one of, if not the first one in your town to have fiber many years ago. My parents just now got fiber. They had the option to like 5 or was it 6 years ago, but they've been very like, why would we need that? We don't need that. I've been telling them that brings the price up, the value of the house up, and also like they're moving more and more shit online on, you know, finished television, radio channels, all that. More people are buying the you know, on-demand stream services and all that stuff, so it's more and more say loaded. The network is more and more loaded with you know, this casual use, just watching television. So the 4G and 5G networks are starting to get really crowded, and they will continue to do so. So you really do want that fiber so you get the connection you pay for, because you can pay for like 1 gigabyte 5G connection, but nowhere in the agreement that you have with the ISP is there a line that guarantees you to get that 1 gigabyte. It's usually like, well, you'll get at least 100, and if you get less than that, you're entitled to some, you know, what is the word? well, get money back. Or don't have to pay. Stuff like that. Compensation. That's the thing. Yeah, fiber is good for digestion. Exactly. Do your parents stream? In speed running? I don't think that's happening. Moving itself always sucks no matter what. It depends. It depends how you have it set up. Sign up for to be notified for the test market drop. Sign up for fiber and remember the cargo van coming and having to run the line from the pole to your house. See what they're doing here is that they're every summer or even 3 times during the summer, because they don't do that shit in the winter. A new firm comes into a region that doesn't have. Oh, look at that lemons lottery. Oh, it's going. Nope, it's going well. No, it's not. Comes to a neighborhood that doesn't have fiber. They tear up all the streets and ditches. Put their own fibers there. Put it all back up. 6 months later, 3 months later even, another company comes, tears the streets up again, puts their wire there, puts it back, and then next year 2 other companies come, and it's just like this. All the walkways are just constantly teared up and, you know, repaved. It makes no sense. Most cases, you actually lose money not getting fiber. Yeah, like money, megabytes per second value, yeah. Von Groot only got 30%. No. Welcome to the stream, though. But now my parents, like, Alright, we'll put the wizard hat up after this effort. As we reset the speed up. I think like now they're not tearing. They only have to dig up the route from, you know, through the yard, from the street to the parents' house, so that they can get the line there, because it's supposed to be like open network now, and they got a deal from just you know, one of the big ISP people who can now offer their connection through that line. Hat of a wizard. Will I be a speedrunning wizard? I don't know. Timer up for that. Yep. I wonder how many runs I have that are accidental starts. I think it's in the 200s now. Almost 3 hours. Starting to get hungry. I do have to go get the car from the shop still. And possibly go oversee the shoeing of a horse before I go do my acrobatics in the evening. So exciting day. That thing doesn't even feel that difficult to do anymore. It's much more difficult to get the speed up. Three times we have made it to the spot. When we were safe state practicing, we got it the first time, that invulnerability in stage 2. Was too good to be true, of course. So what's the likelihood of getting the invulnerability from that? Is it like 10%? So we would have to still get there 7 more times to get it, statistically. I think I really do need to practice the run, like off stream, practice to run after that. So I have levels 3, 4, and 5 really have them down, so I don't make any mistakes after, because it's going to be so rare that I get that thing. Now, it will save me 12 seconds, so even if I'm not perfect, I should be able to kind of get a record, but it's not a given. Pew pew. Invulnerability? Yes. Just remember to shoot that. Oh my. 2.2. It's nice. Let's have a good start here. Excellent. And now don't fuck it up. Well, I didn't technically fuck it up. I just ran out of speed, which I should have gotten more of. It's not my fault. I think, like, that is usually the time you run out of speed if you do. So we could... You could kill that guy, but then that's using one shot that you most likely can't afford. Another option is that we wait for him a little bit and jump a little later, so even if we do run out of speed, we can still make the jump over him. One of 8. Okay. 1 out of 8. That's better than 10% then. So 12.5. If I have my percentages correct. Doesn't seem like a big difference. 10% on 12.5, but then again, it's statistically it's 2 tries less, 2 tries fewer. I'm thinking at least try to get to that spot once more today. If it happens soon, then twice. Just interested in my psychological reaction to what happens when I actually do get it. How nervous do I get? It would be nice to kind of get that time recorded. Okay. Speed up and 1 shot. Seems good. No speed up there. Probably another weapon pickup. So let's kill this guy. No, it wasn't, at least, wasn't lightning. Can still keep going. Lost about 2 seconds there. Seems. Invulnerability? Nope. Nope, again. But then it can be something else. Something more useful, like more lightning shots or more speed ups. Good start. Okay, we still have a speed up. Some kind of a one shot. Life. Oh, call. Excellent. Well, at least that stopped. Alright, I'm gonna answer a call real quick. Be back in a moment. And we're back. Thanks for the welcome back. I think I want to do something with the BRB screens. The reason why I haven't is that I take breaks so rarely. Like most streams, I don't even take one break. And usually when I do, it's like maybe 5 minutes and that's it. So I have two ideas. One idea is that when I do start the break screen, I activate a redemption that lets you change the break screen to what you want. Because I have multiple, at least for the Amiga scene. It'll probably be an Amiga scene thing. Know you're more of an Amiga player, but we want to name you a DOS shareware game? Jetpack. I was thinking of Jetpack Christmas version for December, maybe. In addition to James Pond 2. Tapan Kaikki. Or was Tapan Kaikki for sale? Slicks and Slide. That was for sale. Rally Sport. That was for sale. Liero. Moles. Pizza Worm, Beer Worm. Other think of games I played. We Got Explosives was a Windows game. Free Plane. I think those were all just cracked versions. I think of them as shareware. You actually had to pay for them. But yeah, the other option would be that I just have the BRB screen change. Constantly. But I'm just wondering, like, because my breaks are so short, would there be even any point in it? Well, I think most of the games I said or listed were games like that. You had a shareware version of the game, and if you paid, you would get the complete game. Slicks and Slide, I know, is like that. And I think Rally Sport and Tapan Kaikki and Trip Plane are like that as well. Then you have games like Summer Challenge, which I don't think had a demo version. It has copy protection. Trying to think of other DOS games I played. There weren't many. I just played a lot of, the same ones over and over again, because they were mostly multiplayer games, and we would play as a group. I didn't do that much single player gaming. Whoa! I wonder what we got. Did we get another speed up there? That would be amazing. Maybe a third speed up, maybe. Speed up through the whole game. Because we still don't have, like, a special shot here. Just a little bit unfortunate for this part. Gonna shoot that and hope. Damn it! Fuck! That goddamn zigzag I'm trying to do too fast. I could just wait and then drop down normally and jump and still make it. It's hard to change your muscle memory though, and instincts. Friends, yes, does ring a bell. I mean, it was like in the early 90s. Well, mid 90s, late 90s was, you know, the era of DOS gaming for me. But yeah, originally when I played on, you know, DOS machines that were, you know, current, cutting edge, I'd play more single-player games. But then later on, in like early 2000s, we kept playing those games with our friend group, and then we would then we play those games, and mostly just multiplayer. We played lots of We Got Explosives, Master Blaster 2006, Triplane Turmoil, and Tapankaiki, different versions of Tapankaiki. Those were like our main games, and we would just cycle those and play with a friend group. Hey, Core Classman, welcome, welcome. How goes it? I gotta say, the other category is so much more fun. Oh yeah, moles we played. Not as much. Liero I skipped completely. Slicks and Slides we played. And moles. But not Mine Bombers. Under that name at least. Triplane Turmoil was a hoot. It is a little bit unfortunate how easy in Triplane it is to camp. Like once you destroy a plane, you can just hover around the base and wait for them to come out, but obviously then we wouldn't come out. And it does have fuel, so. But isn't Lieros just worse looking moles? I'm used to saying mullets. You think we could get some Slicks and Slide multiplayer going on? Or Tapankaiki? Or something like that? Yeah, but I'm not sure if more weapons is always better. I very much like the mechanics that are involved in moles. But then again, like I said, I haven't really played Liero. I've only seen other people play it. I'm thinking like you could do that with Parsec. But I also think like what is that called? The emulator front end that I don't use. Retro Arch. That has online support for DOSBox. I've tried it, and it works alright once you get it working. The problem is that everybody needs to have the exact same version of the game and the exact same version of the DOSBox and all that. But it allows for couch co-op or couch versus playing, like Parsec does, I think. I tried it with Summer Challenge, and the lag was like much better than it was via Parsec, but it was much more work to get it, you know, to get it working. But that was like 2 years ago, so maybe they have made it better since. Because you don't see too much couch co-op games being played, like DOS games on Twitch, in my opinion. And would be maybe cool to do that. It's been so long. Slicks and Slides is super fun. I like Rally Sport a lot as well. It has a nice... It's a nice 3D DOS game that you don't see often. And graphics are really, really good for its time, and you know how small the game is from a small... Why couldn't we move? Okay, that was a weird glitch, but... Or a weird bug or something, I don't know what happened. But if that hadn't happened, we probably wouldn't have gotten a speed up. So I'm interested to see where this ends up. And we probably lost like a second there getting it, but you know. Okay, no speed up there. And trip lane would be another fun one. I have like probably two grandiose belief of my own skills with that game, because I've almost never lost when we played with our friends. But my friends were mostly like honorable in the sense that they didn't gang up on the strongest player. And that was usually my tactic, just to stay away from the battles and have the other ones battle each other. Then I would be would have the upper edge. Summer Challenge is also, this is a fun game to play as a couch hot seat kind of thing. It's not simultaneous, but you can create a tournament, and then everybody has their own athlete, and then you do the events one by one. Most have like 3 tries, and then the best result, of course, you know, gets the best medal. If you end up getting a medal. A lot of fun stuff, fun games you could play. I can experiment with that with my 2 computers, because I can put them on a different network, so it's basically like, you know, another person. Yes, that one. Like, sometimes sports games are super hard to figure out, but that basically just has tapping on one key and then another function in another another key. Usually it's just that. Sometimes you get to actually control the player with the numpad or cursor keys. But like javelin throw is just tapping the enter key and then pressing space for the angle and then releasing it when it's good. Like very, very simple ones. California games I never really got into myself. Except the, didn't one of those games have the diving thing? That one I liked, that was fun. But also with sports games, it's a little bit difficult because they basically require you to have perfect timing. And if you have anything above like 20 milliseconds, it really, really starts to show. So I'm not sure if those are viable options for games to play. With Tapan Kaikki and that sort of stuff, you know, it's the same disadvantage for everybody, and like you can still play the game with a little bit of delay because you get constant feedback. Like with racing games, I find lag to be far more easy to handle. Because you get constant feedback, so you can kind of recalibrate your own movements. What did you think about? I'm sure if Jock Risk is still here, but do you think about, if you are here, what do you think about the Deadly games? Should we still do a stream of that as well? We know that works. Usually being fun. This time if we do it, I really have to do the thing that Shorty does, that has the other streams on display while it's not his turn. Of course, if Ave is playing, we won't see that. Unless he streams to Discord, that could be a thing. No, he's not looking at it. It's just showing it on stream. So he says, well, judging by how he does usually those sessions, I don't think he is cheating.
Hey, way to go, Enforcer! That slime ball is toasted pulp as we speak. Of course, he only got splatted virtually. But even so, how many times can anybody's neurons take that kind of partying? I got the statistics right here. Only I'm not allowed to tell.
I miss Lance. And also, he was right. We did squish a slime ball. Ooh, lightning. Kind of scared of that. It's a really good upgrade to get because it means that we get more ammo for the next stage, but it makes it difficult. Ooh, no! Why did I go? It's like, that's so early there, damn it. I was supposed to wait for another fireball there. Damn it. We got another speed up too. That's like the perfect start to get a lightning and a speed up. Like start with a speed up, then you get lightning, then you get another speed up. You're on a roll then. So then you know that you'll have enough lightning shots for the level 2 as well. And enough speed ups for the rest of level 1. That's too bad, Demi. You can't can't mess up stuff like that. I just want to get to the end of level 2. That's the goal today. It's been a good D-Rust, so at least I can do these first stages. Level 3 is a little bit sus. We haven't really practiced it, nor have we practiced what comes after that one pickup in level 2. We probably should. What save states do we have? Probably... yeah. Not really that early ones. You do this. Practice the run from here. This is one of the sus parts. Because you have to be very daring here with that shot. I'm sure I'll miss it. Also, this balloon skip, it seems like it's maybe easier than on. It should be easier than without speed. Yeah, that bird. Like, I would like to take the delay. Oh, am I too late or too early? I think I'm too late. No, I was too early. Okay. Okay, you just keep pushing. Alright. Need to have the right positioning. Why did I jump? The problem is that I can't be consistent. Was that too late? Earlier? Yeah, a little bit earlier, damn it. Okay, the key is my positioning in that one small platform. Yeah, I can't make that consistent, like, when I jump. Okay. Got rid of some things. That's more consistent doing it that way. Oof. Scared that would hit. Some things are easier though, like we don't have to do this difficult jump down there. That's nice. Because we want the question mark, that's far more useful than saving a second or half a second. Well, not too many problems there. I think this will be more difficult. It's been so long since I had to do level 4, or got into do level 4 with speed throughout. So I've forgotten that you can actually turn too fast there. You can't touch that platform. Wait a minute, if I... How was I able to start from... I don't understand. It probably has the same mechanic as level 2. Like sometimes you get the easier start and sometimes the tougher one. Don't turn before you fall, and there's nothing good that comes out of it. kind of nice, and at the same time, like, it doesn't really matter. Ooh, saved 2 lives there. But it would be faster getting the speed up. But now, like, you're looking good for the best strats. No speed up. But maybe lightning, since we didn't get an extra life either. Ah, okay. It's good we get to practice that. There we go. A little bit safer strats for the Egypt. Ooh, what did I just say? Egypt stage. Don't even have to do the fast turn there. There we go. Okay. This shouldn't be difficult. There we go. We're gonna die here. It's not the fastest strat, but it saves lightning shots. If you have the life to spare, I am inclined to do that. Wonder how many shots I have left. One shoot the bird. And one shoot the Egyptian. Hopefully I have 3 shots, so 1 more. Third pass, I would gladly take that. Let's see if we... Yeah, we still had... Oh, we had... we have plenty. Probably did get a lightning from that. Last one. I don't think I'm gonna do the fast bat kill like I did now. I'm thinking I'm gonna take the extra jump. It's very close to killing me. No. Alright.
Good day, mate.
Hey, Nefo. I'll set a limit now for the stream, and that is making it to that spot in level 2 at least once more. Yeah, Nefo, we added a glitch. Or maybe it's not a glitch. It's more like a new death skip. Death warp. It's not even that. It's a skip using invulnerability, which means that we need to get invulnerability from this one specific question mark. And odds of getting that are 12.5%. We've made it there, I think, 4 times now this stream. Have not gotten lucky. Which is what I was expecting. That will be very rare. We do get it. And also we need to be on a good pace when we do get there. Even if everything goes wrong after that trick, like, meaning that we get the wrong upgrades. I think we could still beat the world record, which is a funny thought. Because the first level is 6 seconds faster than no question marks run. So on world record pace, that would be 7:53 then. The second level will be like 15 seconds faster because of the speed ups and all, lightning shots and everything. Maybe 20 seconds, probably closer to 20 seconds faster than the no question mark run, which means that we are on the, you know, we are on the 742 range at that point. Actual world record is actually 741. It's a split late, and I apparently kept it like that for the splits. I could fix that. Very barely a 741, but still, it is. It's good to compare it like this. If I split a 741, it's probably a world record. The lightning count is a little bit more involved in this category. Especially for the last stage, I really have to kind of keep count of what I can kill and how many lightning shots do I have. And I won't even know. That's the thing. Like, I don't know what I'm picking up from the question mark. So I might, like, right there, I didn't even need to pick up the lightning question mark at the end. And then lightning pickup in level 5 that the snake is guarding. I accidentally didn't pick it up, but turns out I didn't need it because I had picked up lightning for that. Yeah, it's the not knowing that makes it difficult. So if you get past level 4 boss without shooting, have 5 lightning, right? First one goes to the bats. Second one... Oh, you could use 2 at the balls, because I don't use 1 at the ice. I'm taking a risk there, though. And then 1 at the Egyptian. So I still have a shot for the bird, which is a bigger problem. If I get to skip level 4 boss. Wasted power up, but we have the speed up, so we're gonna keep going. I think we got another speed up, so we're still good. Just have to hop over this guy. Take a delay here. Don't hurry. Nice. That was an extra life. Baby invulnerability here. No. Well, it's better to get extra lives and speed ups and lightning shots here in the long run. Like, invulnerability saves 1 second there, but if we get the other stuff, it might save the run. All right, let's focus. Speed run out. Lightning shots ran out. Terrible. Outlaws Remaster? Ooh. Oh, that's a game I was looking to play. date with Destiny, and Destiny doesn't like us. Now the question is, because I haven't even gotten to the point where I would be playing the original, should I go immediately for the remaster? If it kind of runs easier on modern machines. Got the email. Then 44 left on your bank account. I don't think there was any time in Quantum Shift. Oh, that's a pricey game, but it looks good. And if you're a fan of it, I can fully understand the, you know, investment there. Since Brightbat rated us last time, let's rate him. Doing Bionic Commando speedruns, which is like amazingly difficult. But yeah, thanks for hanging. We got some good de-rusting going on. Enjoyed that. Obviously, we're gonna struggle getting that invulnerability, but that's just how this run is. Video game end. Yeah, I'm gonna get some snacks in me and all that good stuff. Start my daily errands. Thanks for hanging. Really appreciate the subs, Trap. And I'll see you tomorrow with more of this, more of failing, and then on Saturday we're gonna do some variety picks. Have a good one, everybody. Timmy signing out. Bye-bye.